Good afternoon and welcome to the final day of the 50th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. This is the game that will be played today is between the Richland Rebels, the Kennett Indians. It's for the Consolation Championship. I'm Jim Hall alongside Terry Turlington. This game is going to be starting here in just a minute. Kennett is with a record of 2 wins, 7 losses. Kennett was seeded 11th in the tournament, so they've definitely improved their position. They're going to be playing in the for this Consolation Championship. And Kennett is coached by Jim Vaughn. They got here by losing the first game of the tournament to South Pemiscot 82-56, which put them in a loser's bracket. They then beat Bloomfield by a score of 71-68 and defeated East Carter County 62-59 to get to the championship of this consolation bracket.
Skeeter-Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kennett Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter-Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter-Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett Store for all your sporting goods needs.
The Richland Rebels, coached by Casey Knight, was seeded 16th in the tournament, and they have surprised most people here. They are playing for the Consolation Championship, so they also have definitely improved their seeding position. Richland lost the first game of the tournament to Malden 91-38, and then they defeated in an upset Hayti 59-46, and then in the semifinals of the Consolation bracket they beat East Prairie 63-48. So we're looking forward to a good game. Terry, what are you looking for?
Well, I think it could be a very competitive game, as we talked about earlier tonight. It looks as though Richland's guard may not be going to play Whitaker, and so I think that could be certainly a factor in the game. Kennett has improved a great deal. They've changed the personnel since the Southeast Missouri tournament, and Richland for the second year in a row has gotten 2 or 3 upsets. Last year, I believe they were the team that beat South Pemiscot, who was the number 2 seeded team. So anything can happen.
Now, Richland last year was seeded 15th, and they won their first round game and stayed in the winner's bracket for a couple more games. And this year they were seeded 16th, and they have basically had 2 upsets in the loser's bracket. Cameron Whitaker is injured. He's re-injured his shoulder. He will not be playing this evening. We're ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. The Richland Rebels will be in their light-colored uniforms. The Kennett Indians being introduced first. Jarvis Finley, number 5, a 5'11 sophomore. And we have Tevin Hampton, number 25, a 6-foot sophomore. Ashley Harrell, 32, a 5'9 junior. Number 34, Jeremy Hughes, he's a 6'3 sophomore. And the 5th starter for Kennett is number 44, Mario McGraw, number 6'4", and he's a senior. Kennett is the visiting team on the, as far as this game is concerned, they're dressed in their black uniforms. Richland being introduced at this time. Number 14, a junior, Nick Harris. Number 22, a junior, Drew Thornton. Number 30, Tommy Stafford. Number 32, Eric Foster.
Officials for today's game will be Joe Bill Davis will be the referee from Sykeston. Rich Payne from Cape Girardeau will be the umpire, and Lee Jones from Culin will be the second umpire.
The 5th starter for the Richland Rebels was number 20, Landon Miller, who's a junior. Getting ready to jump to start this championship consolation game. Kennett has a distinct size advantage with Mario McGraw at 6'4" jumping. He tips it back. The game is underway. Finley has the ball at the head of the circle. Penetration is in there.
Richland starts out in the man-to-man, trying to front the post.
The lob is too long. The weak side ball is picked up by Landon Miller. Richland has the ball. Nick Harris is on top running the offense. This is a freshman, number 22, a good freshman. Drew Thornton, the ball's lost. Richland's on the break. Ball is shot and missed. Hughes rebounds. He misses. McGraw rebounds, and he's fouled on the floor. Size advantage Kennett has. They offensively rebounded twice. Still no score. Finley inbounding the ball for Kennett. Underneath Hughes. He steps through and lays it up in the first 2 points of the ball game. Jeremy Hughes. Nick Harris running the offense. Tommy Stafford. Drew Thornton. Miller wide open underneath. Ball is knocked into the corner. Tries to save Kennett off the Richland player, and Kennett's ball out of bounds. Nice effort on the part of Jarvis Finley for Kennett to save the ball. Kennett's going to be inbounding. Drive into the middle, no good. Drew Thornton up high for the rebound. Nick Harris brings the ball down. Tommy Stafford, and we got an offensive player control foul called.
I think Richland could have a lot of problems inside with McGraw and Hughes if they choose to get the ball into them.
That offensive foul was on Eric Foster. That's his first foul of the game. Got a whistle, and we've got a violation called on Kennett. Walking call is made. Richland's going to be inbounding the ball. We played nearly 2 minutes of the first quarter. The score is 2-0 Kennett. Nick Harris with the ball. Loses it, regains control. Kennett with man-to-man pressure. Eric Foster on the baseline. Kick back to him. Kick back out, drives the baseline into traffic, lays it up, no good. Big McGraw with the rebound. Kennett coming out, Finley with the ball. Finley throws it into backcourt. We have a violation at the timeline over and back. Richland will be inbounding at the midcourt area. Nick Harris with the ball. In the corner, Eric Foster. Nick Harris drives in the lane, puts it up, 2 points. Richland has their first basket. We have a 2-2 score. Rebound Harris. Throws it back inbounds. Eric Foster had the ball to Nick Harris. Back to Eric Foster. Got a timeout by Richland. We have 5 minutes, 11 seconds left in the first quarter, and we have a 2-2 game.
Tonight's game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. Try out their unlimited telephone service with more features and unlimited calling. You not only like the service, but you also love the savings. Call New Wave today and find out how you can save even more by bundling telephone with digital cable and high-speed data.
I think that the first immediate thing that I see is just what we talked about, is that Richland without their point guard, Cameron Whitaker, is just a little bit slow in their offense. They probably have not practiced a whole lot. I know that he was out early in the season, but you can tell that he has a little bit more control and quickness with the basketball to run their offense. Nick Harris has not made the mistakes, but he's just not got the quickness that Cameron Whitaker has.
I think Richland's going to have trouble scoring against Kennett. Kennett has already turned the ball over 4 times, though, and we haven't played 3 minutes yet, so they're averaging a turnover a minute.
Kennett's sort of keeping Richland in the game right now. Nice entry pass in there to Landon Miller. Jump shot by Harris. And he's got it in and out, and he's got both of their baskets. Nick Harris. Nice shot. Back out to Margrove, just inside the head of the circle. Big Drew rebounds for Richland. 4-2, 4:40 left in the first period. Nick Harris.
Like we've talked about before, I think Coach Vaughn is not too happy about not being able to get McGraw inside, and in fact, he's already taken him out of the ball game. He stepped out and shot a 3. Well, it may not have been a 3, but very close to the 3-point line. So he's already. No, I guess he kept him in. He took somebody else out, but I'm sure he wants McGraw staying in there on the posting up, and he is posted up right now. They got a double post.
Kennett has got their freshman Jimmy Gooden in. He's 5'10" freshman, and McGraw down the lane for the layup. Score is 4-4.
Kennett can make this a simple game if they want to.
Eric Foster in the corner. And Eric hits a long 3. Very nice shot by Eric Foster. Entry, tried to get it to McGraw. The freshman, Drew Thornton, fronting the offensive player, intercepts the pass. Pass is made. Ball is retrieved by Kennett. Inside to Jeremy Hughes. His shot is no good. Nick Harris. And we're going to have a blocking call on Jarvis Finley. That's going to be his first foul of this quarter. Nick Harris on the drive will be shooting 2. First one is too hard.
Richland really needs to be able to step up to the line and hit some free throws because they're taking a big chunk of the offense out of their lineup with Whitaker not being with the team tonight.
Every point is vital in this game. That's a nice free throw by Nick Harris. Richland 8-4. Finley long 3 is good.
Finley's got about, Kennett's got about 3 or 4 guys. Finley and Hampton. Can't remember the other one or two, but Gooden. They'll step right out and shoot that 3, I'll tell you that.
That layup was missed by Tommy Stafford, but Drew Thornton was there to rebound it back in. 2 points. There's the freshman shooting the 3. It's no good. And we've got a foul over the back called. Nice block off there by, I believe that was Thornton, but the foul is going to be on Kennett. The foul was on Harvey Washington. That's his first foul, second team foul. Richland is keeping the game slowed down as much as possible. Eric Foster with the ball. Nick Harris fumbles, recovers it, back to Foster. That was Landon Miller that fumbled and recovered.
Richland getting a little better movement on their offense now. They're kind of getting in the
Another
groove.
long 3 is off the back of the rim. Jimmy Gooden with the rebound. Kennett's got 2 freshmen in there. Finley's going to shoot him another 3, and it's going to roll in and out. Mario rebounds, and he's got the basket. Mario McGraw with his second basket of the first quarter. Richland has a 10-9 lead with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. Eric Foster lobs it in to Drew. He's up. Ball's blocked out of bounds. We've got a substitution coming in. Landon Miller is going out. Ty Coleman, Chad Tilley, a junior, is coming into the game. This is Nick Harris to Thornton. Ball is fumbled off the foot. Gooden had a chance for a pitch ahead layup, chose to keep it himself and kicks it out of bounds. Good opportunity to pitch it ahead for the simple layup. We've got 1:15 left in this quarter. Nick Harrison on the drive. He gives it off to Tommy Stafford, and Tommy Stafford knocks it in off the backboard. Nice play. Shots up and no good. Finley retrieves it at the head of the circle. Drew Thornton deflects the ball. This is Darren Moore, a freshman. He misses. Thornton had the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball. Alternate possession gives it to Richland. We have 41 seconds left. Richland has a 12-9 lead. Kennett is sending 3 players in. Richland sending 1. Eric Foster gets a little breather before the second quarter. Landon Miller has come in to take his place. Nick Harris running the offense, penetrates, gives it to Tommy Stafford, and he misses. Shots rebound and miss. Thornton in the middle of the lane, and he knocks it in off the board.
Good job on the offensive board by Richland. Kept fighting it and weren't getting checked off the board and just stayed with the play.
Shot is up and no good. Hughes, they're going to call a walk on Hughes. We got 9 seconds left in the quarter. Richland has a 14-9 lead, and with the opportunity for the last shot of the quarter, we're going to take Tommy Stafford out, give him just a little extra break here before the start of the second quarter, between periods. Richland's coming down, and they lose control with 3 seconds. Pass is underneath, and the shot is going to be no good.
It was a good call. The ball has to have clearly left your hand for the shot to be good. A number of people think it's in the act of shooting, but that's not true.
The ball has to, as Terry said, the ball has to be out of your hand, and that definitely was not awfully close, but it was a good call by the official. So at the end of the first quarter, Richland has a 14-9 lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Eye Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in southeast Missouri and northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121. This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave's DVR is like TiVo, only better. Pause, record, and rewind live TV. Now TV that fits your schedule. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
Well, Terry, I'd say the Richland players have got to sort of get a little confidence here by playing the first quarter against a bigger team and a bigger school with bigger physical athletes. And they've played here 14-9 in the first quarter, so we've got to give them a little confidence as we get ready to start the second quarter.
That's right. Sometimes when you let the underdog get their head up, they'll take the reins. And Kennett attempted 6 threes and made 1 in the first quarter, so they're going to have to either pound it inside a little bit, or they may be in trouble.
Another 3 by Finley is no good, and the foul is going to be on Landon Miller. Jeremy Hughes rebounded. Miller fouled him. Got about a 4-inch height advantage on Landon, 4, maybe 5 inches. Kennett's going to be inbounding. They throw it away. Chad Tilley gets the ball for Richland. He's a junior. Nick Harris has got it. He's a junior. Back to Tilley. This is a freshman. Landon Miller's a junior. Thornton jumps, shoots from the baseline, and he's got it.
Nice move, nice effort. Good balance.
Ball is loose and intercepted by Chad Tilley. Richland's got the ball with Nick Harris setting up the offense. Penetrates. Thornton in the lane. Shot is up and no good. Jeremy Hughes with a rebound. Into the middle. Out to Finley for 3, and he's got it. Finley has his second 3. He has 6 points in the game. We got 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Richland has a 16-12 lead. Chad Tilley with the ball. Defended man-to-man by Kennett. Nick Harris going to set it back up again. Landon Miller passes in. Passes over to Chad. Over to Nick Harris. His jumper is no good. Finley with a weak side rebound. Takes it all the way and misses. Hughes on the rebound, and he's up and in. With that basket, Coach Casey Knight of Richland calls a 30-second or a full timeout. He's got a full minute timeout. We'll be back in just a moment.
Now at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, earn 5.12 annual percentage yield with an electronic Advantage Now checking account. There's no minimum balance and no service charge, giving you the best product for internet banking and more. Get unlimited checking with free internet banking, free online bill payments, electronic bank statements, and more. Streamline monthly bill payments, save time and money, and earn 5.12 APY at First State Bank and Trust, Business 60 in Dexter, member FDIC.
Oh, is that right?
Well, Kennett's height advantage certainly has helped them in the game, but again, as you pointed out, they've shot, 7 or 8 threes?
8. They're 2 for 8 at this point.
They've shot 8 threes. They've made 2 of them, and they've got a 6'4" and a 6'3" man inside, and Richland doesn't have a player over 6 foot, and they continue to not. I'm sure Coach Vaughn is asking them to look to the inside, but they continue to move the ball around the outside and shoot the ball mainly from the outside. And what they've gotten with their size is basically offensive rebounds. They haven't had the penetrating passes.
That's true. I don't know if they've got anything off their offense or not. Maybe one bucket.
Passes over the timeline as the 10-second count nearly came into effect. Nice little ball fake and a drive, and Drew Thornton is going to draw a foul on Mario McGraw.
Thornton beat McGraw on the first step, and instead of retreating and squaring up, he followed him in.
They've called the foul before the shot. Inbounds pass is nearly taken away. Big Thornton has got the ball and misses. And Marhill gets what he comes up here for, is to shoot the three. Knocks it down. Passes a little while. Richland getting a little out of control there, a little pressure, a little flustered against the press. Now we got another long three. It's in and out. Thornton rebounds. Kennett has taken their first lead since very early in the ball game, 17-16. Nick Harris dribbling around into the corner to Eric Foster. Into Drew Thornton, and he's got another foul on Mario McGraw. He made the basket, but I believe they've called the foul before the shot. But that will be the second foul on Mario McGraw. He's going to be probably coming out of the game. Jeremy Hughes is back in. 6'3" sophomore replacing the 6'4" senior center. The inbounds pass was deflected into a scrum on the floor, jump ball.
Alternating possession back to Richland.
Eric Foster will be inbounding it under the basket. Cross lane screen, wide open. Back to
that does not deserve comment.
That's about as wide open as you can be on a little cross the lane screen. Pop back to the ball. That play's about as old as you are, Terry.
Yep.
Nick Harris. Richland's got another turnover. Jimmy Gooden runs into the man, no call. And Jimmy Gooden, the freshman, gets his first basket.
Kennett's applying full court pressure.
Wide open deep.
No coverage
Misses
down the
it.
backside.
Rebound, wide open
Two
miss.
Richland people on the floor.
And Finley makes the layup. Richland with the opportunity to score, missed two easy shots, and then allowed the man to drive the length of the floor down the lane for the layup. Into
Kennett's zone pressing.
Richland's getting a little bit quick. Wide open. Drew Thornton with the basket. That's his 10th point of the game.
Kennett is in a zone press, and the back man is committing, and somebody slipping behind him.
We've got a...
Today's game is brought to you by Larry Ellison Auto Sales. Larry Ellison Auto Sales is located very conveniently at the corner of Business Highway 60 and 1 Mile Road in Dexter. Larry Ellison Auto Sales not only sell pre-owned automobiles, but they have motorcycles, motorhomes, boats, and even four-wheelers. Please see Larry Ellison Auto Sales for your next vehicle purchase. They also will handle your financing. That's Larry Ellison Auto Sales in Dexter, Missouri.
Coach Vaughn called a timeout, and he didn't waste a lot of time with it.
He called a 30-second timeout and used about 10 of it.
That's right. He was ready to play in 10.
Jimmy Gooden with the ball, and he's walked. They've got two freshmen in the game for Kennett.
Kennett's 10th turnover.
Jimmy Gooden, 33. Darren Moore, number 10, are both freshmen. 15 for Kennett is guarding the basketball. He's a senior. He's one of the seniors on the team. Nick Harris, wide open underneath, and we got a foul.
Back man commits to the ball.
Harvey Washington is going to pick up his second foul. Drew Thornton's going to the line for the first time today. He's going to be shooting two. He was fouled in the act of shooting. First one's up and in. We're back to a tie game again. 3 substitutes for Kennett coming in. Scores 21-21. Drew Thornton looking for his 12th point of the game and looking to put Richland back into the lead. In and out. Jeremy Hughes with the rebound.
Richland in a 2-3 zone now, and Kennett turns it over.
Drew Thornton with the ball. Nick Harris has it on top of the, drives down the middle, kicks it out to Landon Miller. Got a foul call. Blocking foul on Kennett.
That'll be their 6th foul, and next foul, Richland will be in the bonus situation.
Foul was on Tevin Hampton, his first, wide open underneath, and the ball goes in. I don't even think he was looking at the basket. He got fouled pretty hard. He wasn't even looking at the basket.
Threw it up and it went.
Tommy Stafford threw up a prayer and it was answered. And he's going to the line to shoot one.
And that's 7 fouls.
The foul was the second on Finley. Rebound short out of the second lane
check
space.
off.
Drew Thornton rebounds. Richland has a 2-point lead. Tommy Stafford wide open again. He's fouled again and nearly made another one. Tommy Stafford just missed a free throw. Richland got the rebound. Got it back to Tommy. He drove the lane and got fouled. Ball off the back of the rim. He's going to be shooting 2 more free throws. That foul is the first one on Jeremy Hughes. 8th team foul for Kennett. Free throws again, no good by Tommy.
Richland's going to have to step up and make some free throws if they're going to do anything to take care of Kennett's height.
They're 2 for 6.
Kennett's keeping them in the ball game by shooting threes and turning it over.
3 makes and 4 misses for Richland. They have a 3-point lead. The freshman Darren Moore shoots the 3, no good. Rebounded in deep by Hampton. And we've had a walk called on Ishmael Whetstone. He's a 6-foot sophomore just into the game. Whetstone just came into the game. The walk was called on him. We got 2:25 left in the second quarter. Landon Miller dribbling the ball. He loses control of it. He took it to the baseline where he had nothing good to happen. He drove straight to the baseline, lost control of the ball. Richland bringing it down the center of the floor.
Still in a 2-3 zone.
Harrell with the ball.
Not matching out of it, just playing a straight 2-3 zone.
Whetstone, Moore. Skip pass over to Whetstone, into Hughes in the middle. He walked.
13 turns for Kennett at this point.
Well, they've just about got a full game's worth here with a minute 59 left in the second quarter. Nick Harris bringing the ball up the floor, gets a little screen, and he loses control of it.
10 turnovers for Richland, so we've had a passel
this second quarter has been a lot of turnovers. Richland's, both teams really are unforced. Richland's just has lost the ball 3 or 4 times just on the dribble. All of a sudden they dribble it, and all of a sudden it got away from them. Hampton with a long 3 is going to be off the rim, and it's going to be over the back foul by Finley, and that's his 3rd.
Kennett has now attempted 13 threes and made 3.
Finley is one of the main players for Kennett. He plays most of the minutes of the game. He's not out too often. He's their point guard. He's got 2 threes in this game.
One more foul and Richland will be in the double bonus.
Tommy Stafford is going to the line for a 1 and bonus. He's got to make the first one, and he does.
Richland not fouling. They're playing a real soft defense, and most of them are stacked into the lane and telling Kennett to shoot from out, and they are, and they're not connecting.
Tommy makes 1, but again in the second
out.
lane spot, and we got another rebound and a tip back out. Richland has gotten 3 shots. They missed the back end of the one, but they got 3 attempts. They tipped it out. They still got the ball with 1 minute and 25 seconds. Into the corner to Miller. Double screen. Drew Thornton breaks around, and he fumbles the ball and steps on the end line as the ball goes out of bounds, and it's another turnover to Richland. Kennett's inbounding the ball, trailing 25-21. They have 1 minute and 15 seconds left in this quarter. That's Whetstone shooting the 3. Hampton rebounds it in the corner. The ball's back out at Harrell. He jump shoots, and he's got it. Ashton Harrell gets his first basket of the game. We got a 2-point Richland lead, 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Richland looks like they might be going to attempt to hold it for one last good shot. And the ball is nice little pass on the layup. Landon Miller cutting the baseline. Nice play. Landon Miller with a basket. Good pass from Thornton. Another 3, no good. We got 20 seconds left. Richland with the ball. Miller got the rebound. Got it in the hands of Nick Harris. Chad Tilley with the ball. 10 seconds. He's picked it up. He's thrown it to Thornton. Drew got the ball. And he's going down the lane. And he gets the basket as the buzzer goes to end the first half. And Richland is going to go to the dressing room with a 6-point lead, 29-23. That last play, the defender sort of ran out of the defense and missed the ball, allowed Thornton to go right down the lane. In that half, Kennett took 18 threes, and they made 3. So I would think that they might consider attacking the basket just a little bit more. They might talk about that at the halftime. Well, we'll be back in just a little bit to give you the scoring from the first half and get ready for the start of this second half. Richland with a 29-23 lead.
My name is Shane Talbert. I chose Three Rivers Community College because it's a great place to start.
At TRCC, I'm getting the same general education classes offered at a four-year college, but here they cost a lot less. Classes are small, so I can get individual attention, and the teachers are great. I'm getting a quality education at an affordable price, and I'm close to home.
TRCC, it's a great place to start.
Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Welcome back to the Bloomfield High School Gymnasium. We're at halftime of the Consolation Championship game. That game is being played between Richland and Kennett. Richland has a 29-23 lead at the half. The individual scoring for Richland during the first half, they had Nick Harris with 5. They had Drew Thornton, the freshman postman, had an excellent first half. He had 13 points. Tommy Stafford had 6, Eric Foster had 3, and Landon Miller had 2. Richland scored 14 points in the first quarter and 15 in the second. Kennett, with 23 points the first half, had Jarvis Finley with 8, Ashton Harrell with 2, Jeremy Hughes with 4, Mario McGraw with 7, and Jimmy Gooden with 2. Kennett had 9 points in the first quarter, 14 points in the second quarter for their total of 23. As we talked before the game started, Richland is playing without probably their number 1 player, Cameron Whitaker. He's a senior point guard. He had an excellent tournament. He was injured in the third game of the tournament that Richland played during their win over East Prairie. He was injured late in the game, or he re-injured a shoulder that he had hurt earlier in the year. I think he had missed a couple of games earlier. But as we said, Richland hung with them in the first quarter and probably got a little confidence, Terry, and Richland has played well.
They have. I think probably Coach Vaughn is disgusted with the way things have gone, and probably Coach Knight is happy with the way things have gone. Since he lost his outstanding point guard, he's still not only in the ball game, he's leading in the ball game, and we've still got 16 minutes to play, though, and a lot of things can happen in in the end. We saw Portageville do that the other night when they came out like tigers. Maybe Coach Vaughn planted a little Vigoro in there. I don't know.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. New Wave is the local leader in communication and entertainment needs. Digital cable, telephone, high-speed data from one source. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling digital cable, telephone, and high-speed data.
I think the thing that comes to my mind as we get ready to start this second half will be how well Richland can take care of the basketball because without Whitaker, because Kennett is undoubtedly at some time during this half is going to probably apply some real pressure. They've probably got more quickness than Richland has. Whitaker being the main ball handler, Richland is going to have to be able to take care of the ball to maintain their lead.
Still in a tight 2-3 zone. They will point the ball and then sink it back, and Kennett at this point has not used very much reversal. They've been passing it 2 or 3 times and then letting her fly.
Kennett dribbles the ball a little bit. Got a skip pass to Gooden. Gooden shoots another 3. It's no good. The rebound's by Eric Foster. And Richland has survived the first offensive thrust of Kennett in this third quarter. They hold a 6-point lead. Miller with the ball. Tommy Stafford to Eric Foster. Drives the lane, kicks it out. Nick Harris shoots it. It's no good. And the rebound is going to be called a jump ball.
Richland possession.
Richland is going to have the ball underneath their own basket with the alternate possession. They'll be taking it out of bounds.
I'd say we're going to have a good crowd here tonight. The gym is about 80% full right now, and we're at the half of the first game. So
excellent pass. Excellent pass. Nick Harris went in the lane as if he was going to shoot, hit a cutting Drew Thornton for the layup. 8-point lead for Richland. Another 3, Mario McGraw out of the corner. Another 3, Hampton. It's all the way over. And that's probably a good foul because Mario McGraw rebounds underneath wide open, but Landon Miller is called for the foul.
21 threes.
Landon Miller gets his first foul. I guess they're 3 out of 23.
3 out of 21.
21, I'm sorry.
Another, no.
No, he just faked it. They've shot so many, you think every time they look at it, they're going to shoot it. Now they finally get it into McGraw. It's knocked out of bounds, but it's off McGraw. Richland with an 8-point lead. We got 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Today's game is brought to you by Larry Ellison Auto Sales. Larry Ellison Auto Sales is located very conveniently at the corner of Business Highway 60 and 1 Mile Road in Dexter. Larry Ellison Auto Sales not only sell pre-owned automobiles, but they have motorcycles, motorhomes, boats, and even four-wheelers. Please see Larry Ellison Auto Sales for your next vehicle purchase. They also will handle your financing. That's Larry Ellison Auto Sales in Dexter, Missouri.
Nick Harris. Richland in a little 1-4 offense. Point guard passes and cuts through. Landon Miller with the ball. Eric Foster.
Kennett staying with an aggressive.
Nick Harris. Nick Harris out of control. But before he runs over Mario McGraw, a reach-in foul is called on Kennett.
Kennett playing an aggressive belly-to-belly, man-to-man all over the half court. Lets a man slip inside of him.
The foul was on Hampton for Kennett. Richland inbounded the ball, got Drew Thornton wide open underneath, but he wasn't able to score. But on the rebound, the first foul was called on Ashton Harrell. That's the second team foul for Kennett this half. Eric Foster inbounding. The 5-second count was nearly up, and the coach, Casey Knight, calls a timeout before the 5-second call. And we've got a timeout with 6 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Richland is holding a 8-point lead. There has only been one basket here the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Richland has the only 2 points. Their lead has increased from 6 at halftime to 8 at this point. They're going to be inbounding the ball under their own basket.
Score and timer for all these games been Stan Durham and Lonnie Hutchison, and they bring to the table about 70 years experience, a little over 70 years experience between them. So it's always a pleasant situation where you don't have to be worrying about the clock or the scoring.
Ball's inbounded to Thornton. He fumbled and ball is tied up, and now it's going to be Kennett's ball. Now those two guys both have 30. One of them I think I heard had 37, 38,
yeah.
130, the other one 33 or so, and so you've got two very experienced guys at the clock and in the scorebook, and those two positions are extremely important. Most people don't really think about it.
I've worked a lot of big games in Division I basketball that I would have been very happy to have those guys at the table instead of who I had.
Ball's into the low post to Jeremy Hughes, and he gets the ball up and in, and Kennett has their first basket of the third quarter. Jeremy has his 6-point. Thornton on the baseline, back out to Eric Foster. Into Tommy Stafford on the high post. Tommy kicks the ball out. He has it stolen. Mario's going down the middle. He's got the ball, and he lays it in. Big Mario, 6'4", long arm, just laid it over the front of the rim, and we're back to a 4-point lead for Richland.
This is important time.
Richland got another turnover. Thornton on the high post turns it over, trying to drop it down, and Big Mario from 6 feet shoots at 4 feet, but he gets the rebound and scores.
I started to say this was a very important 2 minutes for Richland because they've lost a little bit of the composure, and Kennett is getting her head up a little bit, so going to be an important 2 minutes right here.
This is sort of what I thought might happen. Kennett's going to start putting real tough man-to-man pressure on them. They nearly had another turnover. They shoot a three. It's no good. Ball is in the hands of Jimmy Gooden, freshman for Kennett. He's pushing it down the left side,
He's
crosses
going all
over.
the way.
He jumps into the lane and misses. The ball is knocked out of bounds by Thornton. Kennett is going to keep the ball.
Jimmy Gooden got the gleam in his eye about the timeline, and there wasn't any question about what he was going to do with the basketball.
Yeah, you pretty well see he had his head up, and he was going to get the shot. 4:12 left in the third quarter. Gooden's going to inbound it for Kennett. Little cross screen, not right back in the hands of Gooden. Hampton, McGraw at the free throw line, off the back of the rim, and Drew Thornton's got the rebound. Nick Harris, high screen by Thornton.
Little push
Little
off.
little clear out. Nice bounce pass into the cutting down the lane Thornton for a badly needed basket by Richland. Ball's knocked away in there by Thornton, recovered by Jeremy Hughes. Down inside, back out. Thornton's got it. Shots missed, and Mario McGraw rebounds and scores on the weak side. That's his 6th point of the quarter and his 13th point of the game. 33-31. Richland still has a 2-point lead. Little weave out front. Man breaks open, kicks it to Tommy Stafford. A long three is off the rim. Mario tries to save it for some reason. The shot was obviously going out of bounds. Richland had shot the ball, but Mario tries to save it. Not successful. Richland going to be inbounded with 2:52 left to play. They still have their 2-point lead.
Mario coming out of the game. Zach
Kane is in the game for Richland. He's making his first appearance. Thornton's got the ball and drives and is fouled in the act of shooting. The foul's on Jeremy Hughes. That's his second. Thornton is going to be shooting 2 free throws. He's 1 for 2 from the line in the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Richland fought off the onslaught there a little bit, and they've gotten a couple of buckets. Kennett really needed a bucket down there, and they didn't get it.
Gooden.
Kennett's in a little outside weave, and Richland's letting them weave.
Well,
they're tight. Tight zone.
Richland's in a zone. Hampton with the ball. Ball's back to Hampton.
They're pointing the ball a little bit. Other than that, they're just stacking in the lane.
Ashton Harrell.
I'm sure they're confident that they're not going to take the ball inside. Let him drive the base.
The shot is up and in. That basket was by Ashton Harrell of Kennett. That's his 4th point of the game. We got just under 2 minutes to play. Richland has a 2-point lead. Tommy Stafford with the ball. Ball back to Stafford. Chad Tilley.
We talked about this last night. This is another one of those officials' dream games. Got to make a call about every minute or two, and
that one wasn't too hard to make.
No, and
Nick took an extra step or two as he drove through the lane.
Nobody really playing out of control. Nobody breaking with the basketball.
Kennett looking for the lead. In and out, a 3 by Hampton. Got a 1:06 left. Richland is trying to be patient. They've got the ball and all their men nearly at midcourt there, which brought all the defense. Got a lane cut on Stafford,
nice
and he
play.
Makes a little move, but he misses. He's going to reach in and get a foul.
Got out just a little too far, and he was going to try to spin the ball in, which is difficult.
Tommy Stafford has his first foul. It is the second foul of the quarter in the second half on Richland. Kennett has 3. So neither team, team-wise, is in foul trouble. Kennett has Jarvis Finley with 3 fouls. He's been sitting on the bench nearly this whole third quarter. Mario at the head of the circle again, and Kennett looking to tie or take the lead. Gooden with the ball. Skip pass to Moore, the other freshman. And Mario misses another 3. And we're going to have a foul from behind on the rebound. Tommy Stafford. He picks up his second quick foul. We have 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Kennett is now 3 for 24 from the 3-point line.
Stafford's going out. Zach Kane coming in. Another 3. It's no good. And Thornton goes high for the rebound. Nice rebound and a badly needed rebound by Richland. Into Thornton on the high post. He kicks it out to Kane.
Kennett now in his own.
Landon Miller had the ball. Tilley now has it. Tilley looking to drive through a couple of guys. He's going to lose it. He gets it to Kane. 2 seconds. A long 3 is off the rim and no good. 3 quarters are in the book on this championship game of the consolation bracket of the 50th annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. And at the end of 3 quarters, the score is 35-33 in favor of Richland.
Skeeter-Kell Sporting Goods. Call Kennett Store at 888-6678 or Lloyd Rice at 576-4471. Nike, Adidas, Russell, any and all kinds of major brand names and your favorite sporting goods. New location in Kennett at 1300 Industrial Drive. That's Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods in Kennett. We're wearing vests tonight from Skeeter Kell. Give them a call or stop by the Kennett store for all your sporting goods needs.
Well, in that third quarter, Kennett cut the 6-point deficit, cut it down to 2. They outscored Richland in that quarter 10-6. All of Richland's 6 points were scored by Drew Thornton. He has 19 in the game. He's been pretty much most of their offense. Tommy Stafford had 6 the first half, but he didn't score in the third quarter. Richland is going to have to get some offense here. They're not being real aggressive on the offense. They're doing a lot of weaving around towards midcourt.
Neither team in foul trouble. Each team has 3 fouls in the half, so I think we're still all right that way. I guess Finley for Kennett has 3 fouls.
Ashton Harrell guarding the ball. Got Drew Thornton on the high post. He dribbles around. He's challenging McGraw. He's going to try to jump shoot over him. No good. Nice tip in there by Tommy Stafford, but he missed. The ball's rebound behind by Ashton Harrell. Jump shot in the lane, and it's good. Harvey Washington gets his first bucket of the game, first bucket of the fourth quarter. We've got a tie game with 7 minutes and 15 seconds.
Kent's
Eric Foster
extended their defense. Kennett has.
They've got Richland. They got Richland pushed out the midcourt area trying to run their offense. Very difficult to do that. Kennett is going to have a foul. The foul is number 3 on Harvey Washington. In the corner, Tommy Stafford. He's got a man wide open. He takes the ball in. Jump shoot, in and out. Tough break there. Nick Harris had the nice little shot off the board. Got Mario driving the lane. He misses. And we got a foul on Jeremy Hughes from behind. Eric Foster got the rebound. Was knocked to the floor. Jeremy Hughes is picking up his 3rd foul of the game. Kennett now has 5 team fouls. We got 6 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Richland's going to have to be able to step up and make some free throws if they're going to win the ball game. That's what it's going to get down to.
Nick Harris at the head, outside the head of the circle. Tommy Stafford. Richland's got the ball a little bit farther in, running their offense. Kennett is not pressuring out there like they were. And Stafford down the lane, and they have called a charge on Tommy Stafford.
A little bit out of control, going straight down the middle. I don't know what he was going to do with the basketball.
That's the third foul on Tommy Stafford. He's a starter. You know, Richland has a pretty thin bench. They don't have a lot of substitutes. Cameron Whitaker, their main man at guard position, is on the bench, not dressed out, re-injured a shoulder. We've still got a tie game with 6:22 to play. Richland walking the ball up the floor. Richland's in a little 1-3-1 type setup. They're going to get a high post screen. Drew Thornton's going to screen and roll.
Kennett backing man-to-man and putting heavy pressure on the basketball.
And they've called walking on the
never had control
Richland
of the
player,
ball.
which is, in my opinion, not a good call because, as we've indicated before, you have to have control of the ball before you can walk.
Never gained any control.
Finley, head of the circle with a 3. Finley's just back in the game. He's been sitting with 3 fouls for a long time. And Finley knocks down a 3, and he gives Kennett another lead, and this time it's 3 points into Thornton. No good. Rebound underneath, and Landon Miller rebounds.
And if it's on Hughes, that's 4.
Ball was rebounded by Landon
And
Miller. He got it back
4.
up. The foul was called on the 6'3" sophomore from Kennett, Jeremy Hughes. That's his 4th foul. He's had 3 fouls this half. Landon Miller is going to the line to shoot 2. First one's up and in.
Going to have to do it if they're going to stay in here. If they can step up and make a free throw, they can stay in the game. Otherwise, they're going to have a little problem here at the end, I'm afraid.
A lot of time left in this 4th quarter. We have a 2-point Kennett lead.
Made them both.
It's now a 1-point lead as Landon shoots his first 2 free throws of the game, makes them both. Jarvis Finley with the ball. We've got it over to Hampton. Tevin Hampton on the side. Ball's on the far wing with Ashton Harrell. And Jarvis Finley knocks down another 3. That's his 4th 3 of the game. He had 2 early. Set out most of the 3rd quarter with 3 fouls. Thornton's got the ball. Richland shoots a 3, and it's good.
First 3, I think that's the first 3 Richland's made.
That's the second one. The same boy made the first basket of the game was a 3.
Kennett makes a hard drive to the basket and scores.
That basket was made by Ashton Harrell. Scores 43-40, favor of Kennett. Eric Foster driving the lane, and Tommy Stafford with a good rebound, controls it, gets it out to Landon Miller. Another 3, and we've got a rebound by Eric Foster.
That's a 1-and-1.
Eric rebounded his missed 3, and he got fouled. That's going to be the 7th team foul against Kennett in this half. The foul was the second against Ashton Harrell. And Eric Foster is going to be going to the line. He's going to be shooting a 1 and a bonus. His team is 3 points behind. We have 4 minutes and 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. High arch, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nice under the situation. Nice free throw effort by Eric Foster. He's going to get the second shot. Another high arch and nothing but net on it. 2 excellent free throws under the pressure situation here in the middle of the 4th quarter. His team is now 1 behind. They've got the ball in deep again. They got it to Mario in the lane. It's in and out, and Richland is going to get the ball. Drew Thornton out battles the Kennett people. Nick Harris is bringing the ball up the middle of the floor. He's got pressure from Ashton Harrell. Landon Miller on the right wing. The cut through by the guard, the ball back to Harris. A cut down the lane. Drew Thornton with the ball. He bounces it to Tommy Stafford. The ball is lost in the lane, and Kennett comes out with it. Just under 4 minutes left to play, and Coach Vaughn of Kennett is going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 3:53 left. 43-42 Kennett. Looks like that Jarvis Finley has come back in the game and really been a shot in the arm for Kennett, because he has hit back-to-back threes and has given Kennett a 1-point lead.
Sure has. Richland still has 2 fouls to give before Kennett's into 1-and-1, so could be a factor.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Maldenite Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
Richland has stepped up the line and put some free throws in, so a lot of game left.
A lot of time left. 3:53 on the clock. Kennett is going to be inbounding the ball in the midcourt area.
Richland has stayed in their tight zone, 2-3 zone, the entire half.
Finley with the ball. They're going to have to be aware of him. Another three by. The three is taken from the far side of the floor by Tevin Hampton. The ball missed everything and was knocked out of bounds by Kennett.
First 2 games, Hampton was knocking some of those threes down. The last 2, he hasn't done anything from the three-point line. It's all Finley.
Eric Foster drives, challenges McGraw. McGraw checks the shot. Finley's going to shoot another three. It's off the front of the rim, and Drew Thornton with a rebound. We got 3 minutes left in this basketball game, a 1-point game. Eric Foster back to Nick Harris, and Nick Harris double dribbled. Nick Harris tried to switch it from his right to his left hand and sort of got it hung up on his right hand and got it to the left hand without the ball hitting the floor. That was a good call by the official.
Kennett is now 5 for 29 from the three-point line. That must be some kind of a record.
That's a bunch. And the ball is inbounded and stolen by Richland. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. Richland is 1 behind. They still have the opportunity to win this basketball game. Thornton on the drive. Little hook shot. Rebounded wide open, and he falls out of bounds.
A little delayed call. I have to agree with the call.
Little slow whistle.
I don't know. I think the official couldn't find his whistle. I do agree with the call, though. He did knock him out. He bumped him out.
Landon Miller got that weak side rebound. Really wasn't a very good shot by Thornton, in the fact that he was away from the basket and sort of shot a little hook shot. But Landon Miller rebounded, got fouled, and now he's made the first free throw, and we have a tie ball game. That foul was the number 4 foul on Jarvis Finley. Jarvis, and the free throw is out.
And second position rebound, and he throws it away.
Tie ball game, Kennett with the ball, and they turn it over. Richland with the ball. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Landon Miller.
I don't know if they'd be good enough
Chad
ball
Tilley.
handlers to play for one or not.
I don't think so.
I don't either.
And we're going to have an offensive foul. An offensive foul called on number 14, Nick Harris. That's a player control foul. That's the 15th foul on Richland. We have a substitute. That's the freshman Jimmy Gooden coming in. They're taking out Tevin Hampton. Tevin has not scored in this game, and earlier in the tournament he scored a lot of points for Kennett. Gooden to Finley. To Harrell. Harrell cross court to Jimmy Gooden. Hughes wide open inside. They get it to him. He lays it up. No good. Mario rebounds the weak side and sticks it back in.
Kennett's got both their big men in right now, and they haven't played them together very much tonight because of foul problems or head problems or something.
Minute and 30 seconds left. Nick Harris with the ball. Out to Chad Tilley. Chad is fouled before he shoots. Chad is going to be going to the line to shoot a 1 and a bonus. I have been calling number 21, Chad Tilley. I'm going to have to apologize. That's Justin Dalbert. And all those times I said Chad Tilley, it was Justin Dalbert, and I apologize for that. And Justin misses the free throw.
Shot a little quick.
He had a 1+. He had a chance to tie the game. Richland is 2 points behind.
Got to come out of the zone. Going to have to come out of the zone.
Minute 10, they extend out a little bit.
Going to come out and
They're 2
trap
behind.
rather than get man-to-man. Looks like Richland's going to come out and trap rather than get a man. Of course, Coach Bond calls timeout.
Kennett has called timeout with 1 minute and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kennett has a 2-point lead. Richland has a foul to give. They're going to have to foul once before they get put Kennett on the line.
Kennett's next foul would put Richland on the line for a double bonus.
Now at First State Bank and Trust in Dexter, earn 5.12 annual percentage yield with an electronic Advantage Now checking account. There's no minimum balance and no service charge, giving you the best product for internet banking and more. Get unlimited checking with free internet banking, free online bill payments, electronic bank statements, and more. Streamline monthly bill payments, save time and money, and earn 5.12 APY at First State Bank and Trust, Business 60 in Dexter, member FDIC.
I think Richland's played very well tonight. I think they played really good not to have their point guard here and had some kids really leave it all on the floor, and maybe he won't be down too long. I know he's now has some kind of an apparatus on his shoulder or his arm, and got his shoulder pinned down to his waist. I don't know. It looks like they're probably trying to keep that in the socket without him.
Well, I think
moving
if
it
you'd
out.
told Coach Knight before the game that with a minute to play, he's going to be 2 down, he'd be pretty pleased with a
I
chance to
think so,
win. That's
too.
all you can ask for is a chance to win, and he's got the chance. Kennett is trying to run the clock down, and they have
Not a good foul. Not a good foul.
that Eric Foster is fouling, knowing that they got 1 to give, but that's not
Could have
a
very easily called that an intentional foul. He ran up behind the man and grabbed him around the shoulders, and pretty liberal non-call for an intentional foul.
Now we got the foul. That's going to put Kennett on the line and force him to make a free throw.
Proper fouling technique, when you have to have a foul, is take a dive at the ball, make a good leap at the ball, effort. There's always a good chance, or always a chance, that you might just not foul and make a steal.
Ashton Harrell is going to be on the line. He's going to be shooting a 1 and a bonus. The first one is up, and it's no good, and Richland's got another chance.
Kennett pressuring, hard pressure.
Nick Harris being pressured hard, and they've got a timeout by Richland. And as usual, Eric Foster was wide open. He got the ball well after the whistle and just went ahead and shot and drained it. But Richland now is going to be setting up here for the last 44 seconds.
This game brought to you by your friends at New Wave Communications. Get over 150 channels of movies, music, sports, and more with New Wave Digital Cable. Call New Wave today to find out how you can save even more by bundling your telephone with digital cable and high-speed data.
They're 2 behind. They are, as Terry just said, they're in a situation where if Kennett fouls, they're going to be getting 2 shots no matter what type of foul it is, because Kennett has 9 fouls, and on the 10th foul, there's a double bonus.
Richland still has 2 fouls before they go into double bonus, so they want to certainly be sure and stay away from fouling a shooter, and so that would put Kennett on the line shooting a 1-and-1 rather than a 2-shot foul. It's always a lot easier to step up and make that shot when you know you got the other one coming and don't have to worry about it.
One little item of interest might be that foul, that free throw that Ashton Harrell just missed was the first free throw of the game attempted by Kennett.
It's been a real softly played game. Richland hasn't been aggressive at all defensively in the game, but they haven't had to be. Kennett has continued just to be content to shoot the 3 and not ram it inside, so Richland hadn't had to be aggressive.
Richland's going to be inbounding it on the near sideline.
Kennett back in the zone.
Landon Miller has got the ball. Kennett lines up in a zone. They were man-to-manning people cutting, but they're in a zone. Richland's got a couple of kids that can hit the three. Nick Harris.
30 seconds. Little push off.
Eric Foster into Thornton underneath. Ball's up and in. 20 seconds. Kennett with the ball. Got a timeout call. 15 seconds. We got a tie ball game. 45-45. We're playing the championship game of the consolation part of this 50th annual Bloomfield Christmas Invitational Tournament.
I don't believe we've had an overtime in the tournament. have
There
we?
has
I
not
can't
been
remember one.
There's not been an overtime game played in this tournament.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Boomers Productions. The next time your company needs a commercial, safety, informational, or music video made, please contact Boomers Productions. Working with Malden Eye Productions, we can produce your next video requirement. We also bring to your local news and programming as seen on Channel 21 and the New Wave Communications Network. We're currently seen in Bernie, Bloomfield, Essex, Campbell, Dexter, and Malden, and looking forward to serving more towns in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas viewing area. Boomers Productions and Channel 21, your hometown channel. Call 281-2121 or visit our website at boomersproductions.com. Also, our toll-free number outside the Malden area, 877-566-2121.
We've got an opportunity here for one if nobody can score in the last 15 seconds. We're at 45-45 right now.
There's going to be a little shooting gimmick at the half of the final game tonight. If you can make a layup, a free throw, a shot from the top of the circle, and a half-court shot in 24 seconds, you can win a car.
Well, I can make the layup and the free throw.
I'm not sure I can make the layup. I could probably make the free throw.
I can make the layup and the free throw with enough opportunities.
I really don't think there's a lot of danger that the car will be given away.
Well, here we go. Jimmy Gooden, the freshman, they got him in the game. He's going to inbound it. Mario's out here. Looks like they're going to inbound it to. He's going to set the screen. Richland's got in a man-to-man defense.
They got out of their
First
zone.
time Finley. First time they got in a man, and they steal the ball. They steal the ball. Thornton has it. 5 seconds. We got a timeout called.
For affordable college courses close to you, the right choice is Three Rivers Community College. TRCC offers classes at the Poplar Bluff campus and its centers in Sykeston, Kennett, Malden, Campbell, and Portageville. TRCC's low tuition can save you hundreds of dollars each semester, and you can use A+ and other scholarships. Make the right choice. Three Rivers Community College. Register on campus or at any of the centers. Call 1-877-TRY-TRCC or click on www.trcc.edu.
Coach Knight, JC official all the way to the baseline.
Coach Knight sprinted.
Be sure that he saw him. He probably had the best sprint down the floor of the night.
He sprinted a third of the way down the floor with the official towards the baseline trying to get a timeout called. Richland made the interception on the entry pass into the post. They stole the ball. They got it to midcourt, and Coach Knight got him a timeout. And now Richland has the opportunity to win.
You do recall now that it would be double bonus if Kennett fouls. So Richland has an excellent opportunity to win this basketball game in regulation time.
If they can get the inbounds pass, and not have to go too far in back court, so that they don't have to eat up the 5 seconds real quick by pushing it up the floor a little bit, I think Richland will have a real opportunity to win. But if they're forced to inbound it deeper into back court, then the clock is going to start. They're going to be inbounding just across midcourt.
Almost at the midcourt mark.
They break around, come around, they get the ball in deep, what they needed to do, and the drive and the jump shot's up, and it's in, and the buzzer, and they win.
Richland wins the game.
Richland wins the basketball game. Richland wins the basketball game. Nick Harris. I feel like going down there and jumping around with them.
Well, it was a good win for Coach Knight. No question who had the best talent, and it was a really good win, and they played some smart basketball. And any way you look at it, when you live by the three, you die by the three. And Kennett attempted 29 threes and hit 5.
That's not a real good percentage, but we're going to be back here in just a moment with the final individual scoring for the big win by Richland over the Kennett Indians. The score was 47-45. We're back here at the conclusion of this exciting finish. Richland scores at the buzzer. Actually, the ball went through with about 0.8 of a second left. Kennett had no opportunity to inbound it. The shot was made by Nick Harris on a drive on the baseline. And the one thing that I said that if they could get the ball inbounds without having to toss it back towards the midcourt where they didn't have to eat up the 5 seconds, they had a chance to win. And they ran a little screen from the far side. Nick Harris came behind the screen, got the ball about free throw line extended, and took it to the baseline and down the baseline, and got the ball, got the shot up, and it rolled around and dropped through.
It'd be interesting to know if the 16th seeds ever won 3 ball games in the Bloomfield tournament. They have a lot of statistics up here. That'd be one to check on, but I would be surprised.
I would be surprised if the 16 seed won 3 games. Richland has won the consolation bracket of this tournament. Well, the final scores for Richland scoring is Nick Harris with 7 points. Drew Thornton was their big scorer with 21. Tommy Stafford had 6. Eric Foster 8. And Landon Miller 5 for their total of 47. Kennett was led by Mario McGraw with 15. Jimmy Gooden had 2. Jeremy Hughes 6. Ashton Harrell had 6. Harvey Washington had 2. And Jarvis Finley with 4 threes had 14 points. For Jim Hall and Terry Turlington, we're going to sign off from this exciting win for Richland from the 50th Annual Bloomfield Christmas Tournament.